Well, I'm Andre, and this is my colleague Anatoly. I'm ministering here in Moldova. I was born here in 1978. Live here all of my life, and ministering with, by the way, Leader Impact, same department of our organization. And Anatoly works with minister with GCM, Global Church Movement, and we're going to be sharing a little bit about how we started this new ministry for us with refugees, where we are now, what are the issues and needs that we're having right now, and we'll show you around, of course. So we'll start with just showing you the refugee center we're ministering in. It used to be a open area on a 4th floor of a commercial building. So the first level is just a supermarket. The second and third grocery store, supermarket. The second and third level are empty, just open space, empty space, and the 4th one used to be the same. And we have been we have been looking for a place to start a refugee center, because when the war started in Ukraine, we opened our office, and about 40 to 50 people daily were passing through our office, usually not staying much, not staying long, but just for a couple of days, going west, going to Romania, Germany, Netherlands, and so on, Spain, Italy, and so on. So Moldova was a transit kind of for them. As of now, about 400,000 people have crossed Moldova, and about 100,000 people are still staying in country. So when we just opened our office for people, it was very hectic. And for the next 2 weeks, we decided, okay, it's very difficult for us to continue so, because our office obviously was not prepared and ready for such event, such a refugee flow. So we decided we need to rent another space to kind of bring office to whatever it's supposed to be, an office. And we started looking for the place. So we found this very place I'm going to show you in a minute. And it was an expensive place, but with just regular advertisement on market. So we came over here. It was like $5,000 a month. This is what it was worth for anybody to rent. It's a business complex. So we are there. We're here talking to the owner, and he says, "Why do you need it for? What would you like to use it for?" And we say, "Oh, well, we would like to use it for refugee center." He says, "For what?" "For refugee center." He hands us the keys and says, "You can have it. It's for free for you." So we're like, whoa, that was an answered prayer. So this is a refugee center that we have right now. There are about 60 beds, spaces for people. 60 people can stay here. If we will be successful and buy bunk beds, double beds, we'll extend to 80. But we don't have them in country now, so it's just 60 people. As of now, the wave of people is less than it used to be a month ago. It's not. First 2 weeks were crazy, like people are coming and leaving. Now, in terms of the traffic, it stopped a little bit, because the war is only in certain areas of Ukraine, and in the east part of Ukraine. This is where the war happens right now. So, and we're on the west, on the southeast, on the western side. We're on the eastern side. So, not that many people are coming in. So the traffic is not big. Usually we have up to 40 people. So the refugee center is not full. Most people, if they're here, they're staying here. They're not living. So they stay in this center. A few percentage of people, few number of people is changing, but majority of people that are in our refugee center right now, they're here for long term. So the issue that we're having right now is not with there is no place to stay, because that's exactly what it used to be 2.5 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, there was just no place. People didn't have a bed to sleep and a place to stay and a shelter to stay. But right now, things changed. Things are settled a little bit, meaning nobody's running anywhere. People are settled and waiting. In wherever they are, they're waiting there. But the issue and the need and the problem is food, pretty much, because people were not expecting to run, and they don't really have enough money. They didn't have enough money because Ukraine was not a wealthy country, just as Moldova, but it's a whole different story. Ukraine was not a wealthy country, so people didn't have a lot to take with them, didn't have cash and stuff. So they ran whatever they had. And now the money that they have been having are going down after a month and a half almost. So the biggest issue for people that are in country right now, Ukrainians that are in country right now, is food. So we have a platform we're using to let people know that we're here to help, and they can fill out a form if they need a place to stay, or they need a transportation, or they need food, or some other social, emotional, spiritual help. They can fill out a form. And about 10% of the requests right now is lodging, a place to stay. About 10%, another 10% is about transportation. I need to go either back to Ukraine or to Europe. And 80%, 80, is the request for food. We need food. We need food.
Hygienic supplies.
And hygienic supplies for women, for children as well, diapers and all that stuff. So that's we're staying here and we need stuff here. So that's the main need that is in Moldova right now with refugees. So that's what we have been trying to do right now, to focus right now on. And I'll turn the microphone, in a sense, if you want, to Anatol, and he's going to share a little bit more about the way we're trying to help people, as I said, not only with lodging, transportation, and food, but with some spiritual help and emotional help. And he's involved, as I said, in GCM Global Church movement, and he's going to share how his team, he's leading this ministry in Moldova. He's going to share how his team and his people are trying to help and answer the needs of Ukrainians that are in Moldova now.
Thank you so much. So like Andrew mentioned, I'm national leader of Global Church Movement Ministry, and our goal or our vision, dream, to have for every 1,000 people in our country one small home church with 10, 12 people or Bible study group. So when the war started in Ukraine, a lot of people from Ukraine came to our country, and we started to think how we can help. So we, like Andrew showed you, we opened our refugee center. Also, we tried to help in our refugee centers, like public refugee centers, and to people with boxes with food and hygienic supplies. But our desire is not only to answer on this physical need. We want to share the gospel with these people. So we bring them this kind of boxes with food and hygienic supplies, and we share the gospel with them, and we invite them to our home churches. So we have right now about 65 home churches and Bible study groups in Moldova. So we invited them, or if it is hard for them to come, to travel, because usually it's women with children, we start Bible study groups in that places where we have. You showed us a couple of pictures from Transnistria. So 2 days ago, we had 23 adults and 28 of the children in one home church. So, and these people, every week we go to public refugee center in that region, and we have every week Bible study group with women. So our goal or our wish, so these people, each refugee who are coming in Moldova and staying in Moldova will know about Jesus, accept Jesus, and when we will come back, we will know about God and what does it mean church. So we will see this experience with home churches, and we can come back at their towns, villages, and to start something like that. So we want to create this atmosphere to help them on their physical, emotional, and spiritual needs, and in the same time to show them example or to explain that what does it mean church, and that each can be a part of a church, and they can host church in their places when they will come back. So right now we have about 90,000 people in Moldova.
100,000, 90,000 people.
Yeah. So we really hope that a lot of Christians are involved. Like through Moldova, a lot of churches, about 70% of all existed refugee centers were Christian centers, and we try to communicate with these people and to find out how we can help. If they need some programs with children, to share the gospel, maybe to show a Jesus film movie, we would love to go. So after 2 weeks, we will have Easter. And we will show in 2 refugee centers or 3 refugee centers, Jesus film movie for children, for adults. So we try to do like a GCM ministry, Global Church Movement ministry, to involve these people in home churches and Bible study groups. And we expect when they will come back, hope it will be very soon, to their home, they can continue and we can help them and to continue to pray about them. So like Andrei mentioned, right now, last I think 2 weeks, we have a lot of requests about food and hygienic supplies. When we receive these requests, we go, we buy, and we go to these places where we are, or it's a refugee center, or if we are renting something, something flat, or we're staying with some apartment, or we're staying with some families, we just go, we have a tea together with them, and we pray about them and share Jesus' love with them. So this is our idea, like Global Church Movement Ministry, what we are doing, and actually what we are doing like through Moldova. We try to make our best to answer all needs which we receive last I know 7 weeks already, almost 7 weeks. And we would like to say thank you so very much. What you would like to find out about what we are doing and partner with us. Thank you so much.
Well, because of the distance, I guess, the financial aid probably would be the best in terms of we can help refugees buying food, and that's what we're doing now, and will be doing. So we're doing some buying some boxes and food, putting this food in boxes and delivering, and hygiene stuff for women and children, delivering it to people. That's probably the easiest way to help Moldova and Ukrainians that are in Moldova right now. The delivery is taking place usually once a week. So if there are families or places that we know of that were requesting, usually we do a weekly trip to them, delivering this box of food and vegetables and fruits and hygiene items to their place. So it's a weekly thing for us.